came to Gordon on a visit day and just fell in love with the campus and the people that I met, and I really felt like, I don't think I knew this word at the time, but the ethos of the campus just really spoke to me. I wasn't so much taught what to think, but really how to think, how to develop a worldview.
I would never want to trade away my biblical studies major, even though my vocation has nothing to do with theology or biblical studies. It's that ability to critically think and to really not be afraid of learning anything. The thing that really impressed me when I came out here was the professors and the people in the community of Gordon.
As much as they cared about their subject matter, the professors cared about us more.
I took a few extra classes with Grady Spires, a philosophy professor who, decade after decade of Gordon students just adore. The kind of guy who would pick you up on Saturday morning and take you to the Museum of Fine Arts for an aesthetics class, and didn't have to.
We used to call him an Ish Tov, which is, a good man in Hebrew. And Marv, to me, did so demonstrate that character of what it meant to be a servant, what it meant to be someone who gave his life to a mission. And in this case, the mission was that of Gordon College and the students here.
I only took one writing course at Gordon, but what I discovered was that I really enjoyed writing, and Lynn was so encouraging to say, "You're a good writer," which was not something I was expecting to hear, especially just working hard in the biology program. I found so much joy in writing, and now today what I'm finding is that writing helps me make sense of what I do.
I'm so glad for our Gordon experiences as students, and also for me as an admissions professional, and staying connected with the community and still learning even after my student experience because of my presence here.
I could think back and remember those times of being in the Christian community here on campus and catacombs, and kind of carry that on and bring that to the youth that I worked with there, or the children, and how important it is to kind of maintain that throughout your life.
One of the things at Gordon that comes about for most people, and it certainly did for me, is that speaking about what you believe becomes very natural and easy. I came from a background before Gordon where I didn't necessarily talk about my faith a whole lot. And then I got to Gordon, and people talk about it left and right, and it was easy, and there was nothing forced about it. You just talked about it the way you talked about anything else. I work in a very secular setting, but I think I was able to carry that ease out into the working world, which was a helpful thing for me.
One of the last classes that we took was the Gordon trip over to Israel. We were the only married couple on the trip, and they treated us really special, and it was a great experience. But I just remember that was my first introduction to Europe, and I think back years later, having an opportunity to start doing business in Europe, I thought nothing of getting on the plane, getting my passport, and starting to drive around and meet different potential clients.
Well, I really enjoyed finance and investments right from the get-go. Some of the classes while I was at Babson doing my master's, they really focused on just the profit center of business. Whereas at Gordon, we're trying to develop the whole person. You'll always find Wall Street has its opinion, but it's not necessarily always the right one. There's certainly a marketplace for people that can think and serve others and have a successful business.
Now in my life, I think about the impact that I can have to really come alongside young businessmen who are just starting out and are trying to understand what it means to integrate your faith in business.
I feel like my perspective on ministry, on evangelism, on youth culture, on church culture is dramatically different than had I not come to Gordon and we just gone straight into youth ministry.
I think part of what got me an interview at the pharmaceutical company that I'm with was that they saw that I had Gordon College on my resume, and they had another Gordon grad in the past who had done phenomenal work for them.
I love being able to refer some of my patients to an ophthalmologist that graduated from Gordon, or a social worker, or a therapist.
I've seen several people graduate Gordon, come into the pharmaceutical industry. They have been the leaders. They have been the ones who have been able to balance family life and work life. They're the ones who show purpose in what they do.